All right, good afternoon. This is Mike from Common Guy Sports. Sorry we're a little late getting on the air here. First event, event 1 is underway. Heat 1, girls 9 to 12, 200 free relay. Had a little issue getting connected here. We're under a tight schedule to get into the pool, get set up. There's previous club of activities going on here beforehand, so puts a little squeeze on the scheduling. So this is just finishing up here. You see the scoreboard top left. I'm going to make that a little easier to read in a second. We're starting off here with event 1 for this morning session. There's 3 sessions today, 9 to 12-year-olds, and we have a short distance, and then we're moving into this afternoon, late, maybe 3, 4 o'clock, we have the older kids. So again, I apologize, late getting on the air. Looks like we'll be moving to event 2, the boys relays here. As soon as I get situated, I'll give a rundown. All right, this is event 2 in the water, heat number 1, boys 200 free relay. The meet information is on the web at BSmart, so BESMARTTINC.com. That is the platform or the company that is doing the. Geez, I'm having trouble thinking. Doing the timing, so they did all the seating, all the information is out there. So this is event 2 in the water. Event 3 up next is 9 to 12, 100-yard IM. We have 4 heats there. First heat is Caesar McDonald and James Dreyer. So 3 girls in that race. All right, again, event 2, heat 1 of 1 is in the water. Up next is 100-yard IM. Still working out one issue with one camera. Hopefully I'll get that resolved shortly. And on the top right of your screen, just as a little aid, if you do not have heat sheets, I try and put the names of the swimmers of the next race up there. So I'll try and keep that updated, and I'll try and, as soon as I still have an issue with one of my cameras. Okay, we can see the boys finishing here. So we're swimming 25-yard right-hand side is the blocks. Unfortunately, it's behind the flags the way I'm situated until I can get my camera resolved. All right, here we go. Event 3, heat 1. You see the 3 names up there on the top right and also on the scoreboard. Now on the top right, you see the names for the swimmers, all 8 lanes for the next race. You should see those lining up behind. All right, underway. Heat 1 of event 3, 100-yard IM. Again, we're swimming 25-yard section of the pool. The left-hand side, you can see the bulkhead in place. This is a 50-meter Olympic pool, but with the bulkhead in place on the left-hand side, we'll see when the girls get down to that end. That gives us a 25-yard configuration here today. You see that white walkway going across. Okay, a couple lead swimmers coming into the wall to finish. There's lane 4 followed by lane 5. So lane 1 is at the far end of your screen here, the top side of your screen. Lane 8 will be towards the bottom. Okay, and again, the top right are the names of the swimmers up next. And we see those swimmers stepping up now. Real quick, I apologize too. I'm having a camera issue. Normally I place the camera down the start end so the flags are not in play and we can see what's going on. Unfortunately, that camera is not cooperating right now. So that would be lane 5, first to the turn at 25. And as you can see from the scoreboard, the setup here at Rutgers, they do have touch pads at the 25, so we are getting splits at both ends. Now on the top right of your screen in orange text there, those are the swimmers in the next heat. Again, if you do not have heat sheets through Meet Mobile, there is a website with the information. It's BeSmart, BeSmartTinc.com. Or you could just Google BeSmart Swimming. You should be able to find their page. And then listed on there is the heat sheets for this. So if you're not familiar, there's a couple different things. So the swimmers will put in for races they want to swim, and that builds what's known as the psych sheet. So you think of that as just entries. And then the heat sheet is the actual running order of the meet. So based on the swimmers' seed times, basically times that they swum that particular event in the past, they're grouped together and put into races slowest to fastest. So as we move along into, that was Heat 2 and Heat 3 is up next, we'll progressively see the times kind of dropping as we go through. Okay, so here we go at Heat 3. We have 4 heats total, and then we have 4 heats on the boys' side. That'll be event 4. And you can also, across the bottom of your screen, have a little scroll going there with the different event numbers and then description. Okay, now in the pool, event 3, Heat 3. Heat 3, 100 meters. 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 Yeah, so the last race, I said we were getting splits down at the 25. That last race, we did not. Or this race in the pool now. Oh, there we go. We just got it in lane 3. Oh, so it's real quick. It'll take the split and then reset really quick. So this will be lane 4. Dana first to the wall, 123.34. Okay, next heat 4 up next. That'll be our final heat. All right, now the names you see on the top right are the entries for the boys. So that'll move us up to event 4, heat 1 next. Kate Keller first to turn there, lane 4, 34.22 at the 50. So the chat is open. If anybody has any questions or if there's any issues with the stream, please feel free to put it in the chat. Lane 3, first to the wall, 113.83 for Amelia Santiago. Okay, again, the names on the top right are the boys up next. Here we go, heat 1. So Amelia had over a 2 3/4 second drop there. She came in on a 116.24 seed. All right, 4 heats for the boys. This is event 4 about to start. Up after this would be 50-yard freestyle. We have 4 heats there for the girls and 5 for the boys. Okay, on the top right of your screen are the entries for the boys, heat number 2, which will be our next race. James Coughlin, 141.47, lane 6, first to the wall. James came in on a 205 seed. Great improvement there. 23 and change. Okay, up next, heat 2. Names on the top right are entries for heat number 3. Lane 5, first to the wall. Juan Diego there with the 126.16. Here we go, heat 3. Top writer names for heat 4 entries. All right, here the swimmers at 75, turning to come home. Freestyle into the last 25. Austin Zhao, lane 5, first to the wall, 122.41. About a 3 3/4 second drop for Austin there. Okay, final heat here. Up now, heat 4. Top right, you now have the girls' names for heat 1 of their 50 free up next. Sohan there in lane 4, 108. Came in on a 1:10.02. Nice improvement. It's an impressive time there. All right, now up, first heat of the girls, 50 free. 4 heats total. Again, the top left is the scoreboard. That's your live information. Swimmers in the pool. Top right, I just put that on the screen for the swimmers upcoming, so the next race. Again, that could be the next heat. So in this case it is. It's heat number 2 of 4, and sometimes that could be the first heat of the next race. Okay. So heat 1 in the water, heat 2 names top right. Four total heats. Lane 6, first to the wall. So you saw dashes, and you see that a few times on the screen now. So that's going to represent the backup timer or the manual plunger that is tied into the timing system. So with the younger kids, when they come into the wall, if they don't get a firm touch on the wall, it doesn't register. So there is a manual. One of the persons behind has a plunger. Think of it like a Jeopardy plunger timer type button that they'll hit, and that's when you see those dashes on the screen. All right, heat 2 in the water. Names for heat 3 updated on the top right of your screen. All right, so there was a case where the starter said stand. So either a swimmer wasn't ready or there was movement. So I don't know how well you can hear that, but that's what occurred that time. Okay, that concludes heat 3. One more heat. Names, you also see those on the top right, and those will now be updated on the scoreboard. We have 5 heats on the boys' side. Names for the first boys' heat is on the top right of your screen. And final heat for the girls, 9 to 12, 50 free. It's lanes 4 and 5, middle of the pool. First to touch, lane 4, Amelia. All right, first heat for the boys lining up now. All right, if you're just joining us, we started with event 1. We had a couple relays. I had an issue getting live in time, so I apologize for that. But if you came for kind of events 3 or 4, at any point you can rewind. It doesn't impact anybody else. You have your own private viewing. And then this stream will be available to rewatch either later or tomorrow and so on. So glad you can join us. Here we go with event 6. So you can see down the bottom the menu of events scrolling in the white text at the bottom. Another thing I like to point out is bottom right of your screen, Fluid Mechanics. They're a local swim instruction company that provides very detailed techniques and reviews, either in person or video. So they're providing sponsorship for this weekend, or today's, I can't say this weekend, it's just today's meet. So please take a look at their website. I will run a video at the end describing it. They've kind of worked with some elite swimmers. Most notably is Roman Jones highlighted in that video, and he's actually out swimming at Cal Berkeley. If anybody's a big college swim fan, Cal swam to a tie this week against Arizona, and there's some pretty interesting videos on YouTube, people critiquing that, looking at the times. And there's a few local swimmers on that team. If anybody's familiar, Jack Alexi, who swam at Del Barton, is putting up incredible times. So cool to see the Jersey swimmers making an impression in national high-level competition in college. So just want to mention that. So here, that was Heat 1. Names for 2 are on the top. Those will transition now over to the left side on the scoreboard. Top right is Heat number 3 swimmers. All right, here we are with Heat 2 in the water. Up next, Heat number 3. Oh, shucks, I didn't update the names. I'm sorry. Here they come real quick. And they're already on the scoreboard. So I'll jump ahead. Top right are the entries for Heat 4. Top left on the scoreboard are the entries for Heat 3. Okay, here we go, Heat 4. Names for 5, the final heat, top right of your screen. Lane 4, Thomas, first to the wall at 30.49. It's about a second drop off Thomas Panek's seed timing. It came in on a 31.38. Okay, final heat, heat 5. Up next is the 100 back for the girls, event 7. Those names for heat 1 are updated on the top right of your screen. First of the wall, lane 4, 27.10 for Adrian Chen. All right, event 7 up now, 100-yard backstroke, 3 heats for the girls. So all the seating information is available on the website BeSmart Inc. So BeSmartTinc.com, or just Google BeSmart Swimming. You'll be able to find a link that way. And then also the results are there. So if you don't subscribe to Meet Mobile, you can get all the result information that way, free of charge. Okay, event 7, heat 1 of 3 in the pool. This event, or this session this morning, is going up to event 30. And then we have a short session with distance, and then this afternoon we'll have the older kids, the 13 and overs, or this evening I should say, it's late afternoon. There'll be 3 separate video streams on YouTube. Okay, 100 back, so here's the turn at 50. Leading us out, lane 5. Heat 2 about to start. Names you see on the top right of your screen now are the heat 3, the final heat entries. So those names up top right, it's last name, comma, first name, age, team affiliation, and then the seed times. So I think could be beneficial if anybody's rewatching this a year from now. It's kind of an easy way to understand what the child's seed time is at that time. So hopefully you find that helpful. Now, obviously, all that information is in Meet Mobile and other, platforms that has kind of an entry time and then improvement. But if you're just coming here to have a quick reference, it's there. Here again, this is Event 7, Heat 2 in the water. Names for Heat 3 on the top right of your screen. Then we'll have 4 heats for the boys' side. Okay, top left entries for the final heat for the girls. Top right of your screen in orange, that is the boys' entries for their first heat. All right, this is our final heat. First to the wall, lane 4, Elizabeth Palmer. All right, I'm going to do a quick change. I'm going to try and go fix that other camera. So real quick, if we give you this. All right, so I gave you a little fisheye view here. I'm going to step away for a second, try and fix that camera. I'll be right back. But for the next couple races, we'll just be staying here in a wide shot. All right, so that's going to conclude heat number 2. All right, well, we got the camera. Here it is. All right. Can't explain why the last one wasn't working. So there's heat 3. Heat 3 is about to go. All right, so that will be the camera I'll use at the start, and then I'll transition to this other camera. I don't know if we'll keep the fisheye on or not. It's not too bad. And all right, so the intent here is this camera is a little closer to the wall so we can see. One, we'll see the starts. We'll see who gets under the flags first at the start, and then also hopefully have the better view of the turn. That's my thinking. And then we have this other view. So the colors aren't perfect. All right, so here we come with the swimmers to the finish. And then what I like to do is display the name. So hopefully, we'll size this a little differently. Here's our swimmers with their lane assignments. So hopefully you find that helpful. Felipe Gonzalez, and we have it right. We'll see if... and they're underway. All right, so I'll try and keep that updated going forward as we move along. So here we are, heat 4 of event 8. This will be the final heat. And then up next, we have 200-yard breaststroke for the girls. We have 1 heat there. And those names you see now on the top right of your screen. All right, so here's the boys at the 50 turn. Yeah, so there was a question in the chat. Yes, this video will be available afterwards. Madison Area YMCA, who's hosting this and hired me to do this, has requested after the meet, it will not be publicly accessible. So it'll still be on YouTube. You should have received an email with the links from the coaches. If you do not have them, you will need those after today. We move it to what's known as an unlisted classification on YouTube. All right, first to the wall there, lane 4. And a big shout out to Will. All right, so here we go. We're back to, let's get the names up. All right, so here's our entries. That alignment's a little off. There we go. Okay, first heat for the girls. 1 heat here. 200 breaststroke, 8 lengths of the pool. And we have one heat for the boys, all 8 lanes up next, and those names you see on the top right of your screen. All right, here's the girls for the 50 split. All right, since we have a smaller field, allows me to zoom in a little tighter. That's lane 3, Amelia Santiago leading us out. Here's Amelia into the wall. Amelia, nice drop there. Came in on a 3:07. So 12 and change, 13 and change. All right, here's our boys' names for the one heat for the boys. Let's see if this even works. That's lane 4, first to the wall. Talon splitting 40-60. Here's our 100 splits. Okay, jump ahead. Here's turning at 125. Lead swimmers at the bulkhead end of the pool, the left side of your screen here. 50 to go. So our lead swimmer, lane 4, fourth from the top of your screen here. Nice swim, Taylon Young, right on his seed time, 2:51. Oh, I'm a little slow getting names updated. There they are. They're updated on the top right, and now I'll overlay them. So here we go. We have 3 entries here. Event 11, Heat 1. And we're off here. 50 fly. Names on the top right are the entries for Heat 2. So this is a 50 down and back. All right, let's see. There we go. All right, so just playing. I was playing with the logos, so they're displayed now off to the left. Could probably put them out here. So hopefully that doesn't make the screen too cluttered, but give you a way of quickly seeing swimmers from different teams. And shut it off. All right, always open to other ideas, different camera angles, different ways of covering the meet that could be beneficial. So feel free to post a comment there, or you can reach us via email, commonguysportsnj@gmail.com. Heat 2 in the water. I'll get the names updated for 3 in a second. Heat 3 now updated on the top right of your screen. All right, here's the names and teams for the next race. Maybe that's not the right logo for a GMY. Oh, yeah, Dolphin. Okay, we're underway, Heat 3. Names for Heat 4 on the top right. Oh, I didn't turn them on. I'm sorry. Shucks. Now they're on the top right. Sorry about that. I turned that off before. I forgot to re-enable it. So All right, so the call was clear the pool from the official. Maybe not. Thought I heard that. All right, here we are, heat 4. Final heat here, and then we'll move on to the boys' side with 3 heats there. And here come the girls under the flags into the finish. Elizabeth, lane 4, low time there. Nice drop by Elizabeth there. She came in on a 33.27. Heat 1 for the boys underway. Looks like lane 6, James Coughlin, first to the wall. Nice 5-second drop there, James. 55.74 to a 50.64. All right, up next, a quick shout out. I saw a comment earlier, Will O'Brien. He's in this race. Names for heat 3, top right of your screen. That'll be the final heat. And then we'll move on to 100-yard freestyle for the girls, 5 heats. Lane 4, Ben Kerner for, oh, I'm sorry, I missed Willow. Oh, wait. No. There was an accidental touch there for Will O'Brien. Lane 4, Ben Kerner, low time, 37, change. Here we go, heat 3, final heat. $100 free for the girls up next. Those names are on top right of your screen. Sub 30 there, Sohan, lane 4. All right, here we go. Heat 1 in the pool. So this is 100. We have 4 lanes to the pool. So I didn't have a name for lane 2, so must have been a late ad. All right, here we are at the far end, turning at 75. Let's zoom in on lane 2. I don't know if looks like a Scarlet Cap. All right, here we are at the start. Let's see if this works. There we go. Just got to line those logos a little bit better. Okay, underway, heat 2. Names for heat 3, top right. We have 5 total heats here for event 13. And again, we're going up to event 30 today and during this session. Then we'll have a short distance session, and then this evening at 3-4 o'clock approximately, there will be session for the older kids. There'll be 3 separate live streams here on YouTube. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. Here's our entries for the next race. Up next, heat 3. All right, the girls turning there at their 50. Lane 7 towards the bottom of your screen, second from the bottom. That's Bailey Gardner from Cat, coming in 122.45. Bailey's seed was a 126 flat. So 355 improvement. Nice job, Bailey. Up next. Here we go, heat 4. 4 of 5. Names for 5 on the top right of your screen. Lane 4 leading them out as they come in for the finish. That's Anna Pradhan, 1:10.18 for Adna. Here we go, final heat, heat 5 swimmers. And we also have 5 heats on the boys' side. I'll get those names updated shortly. All right, here's our 50 splits. Final heat for the girls here. First to the turn, lane 4, Alex. At 75, Alex continues. Oh, it's a little cut off on the scoreboard. Alexia into the finish. Right on her seed. Nice, impressive 102.6. Up next, first of the boys. All right, 5 heats for the boys. Here they are at their 50. Noah Baker up in lane 2, top of your screen, leading out at 75. And here's Noah into the wall. 134, a nice 10-second improvement on his seed time. Heat 2 swimmers with their lane assignments. Names for 3, top right of your screen. All right, that was 50 splits there. All right, up next, Heat 3. Names for 4 on the top right of your screen. Five heats for the boys. Lane 3, first to turn, Nathan Fong. And there's Nathan turning top of your screen at his 75 on his way home. And here's Nathan in the wall. He came in on a 121 seed, 117 change, 117.26. So over 4 seconds, his seed was 121.84. Nice swim, Nathan. Okay, up next, Heat 4 swimmers. Names for 5 on the top right. Again, Heat 4 in the water. We have one more race. We have Heat 5 up next. And then we're going to move on to event 15, which is a 200-yard backstroke. There was only one entry for the girls, and then 16 is the boys, 200 back, and there's 3 entries. So I'm assuming they're going to combine those, race those together. So if you are here for event 15 or 16, be ready. They're going to come up in a couple races as we don't have a full complement. So they might push Sloan Frame from event 15 and combine that with the 3 swimmers, DeRuiter, Escovaria, and Ray from event 16. So just a heads up if that's who you're here for. If you do join and you miss it, you could always rewind and catch it. You can watch it 2 times, 10 times, 100 times. So there's a tight one there. Lane 4 out touches 113. Is it 03 to 04? My eyes are like really deceiving me. So, I wanted to do that. Yeah, 113.03 to 113.04. And we'll get back here. Sorry about that jumping around on you. Here we go, heat 5. So that was 1/100th of a difference. All right, here are the boys coming at 75. I'm trying to do something here. I don't know if this is going to work or not. So let's just. So you see those names on the top right. Those are the swimmers since, again, we're not filling all the lanes. I'm curious if they're going to run those together. Here's an impressive time coming into the wall. Lane 4, 58.67. Adrian Chang. Came in on a 58.19. All right, so just off his seed, but only one in the field to go sub 1, and here you go sub 59 even. So nice swim. All right, so I don't know how this is going to work. Maybe the. There they go. They put the girl swimmers in 7. Sloan Frame. So this is the lineup. So you see Sloan in 7. See if I can do this real quick. Come on, clear out, clear out. There we go. Yeah, look at that. All right, get Sloan's logo. Come on, come on. There it is. All right. Beauty of technology. So we combined a few. Sloan's in 7. All right, hopefully I caught that. So lanes 3, 4, and 5 are the entries that were from event 16. And then Sloan Frame from event 15 is down in lane 7. Okay, everybody's swimming 200 back. So that is up on the top left, lane 7 is Sloan Frame. And I'm updating the names. Unfortunately, I'm going to wipe out Sloan on the top right. Those are the entries for the next race, which will be event 17, 50 breast. All right. Hopefully I guided you through that and everybody understands what's going on. Lane 7 here, the no name on the scoreboard is Sloan Frame. She was slated to swim in event 15, and they basically combined it. So this is a 200 backstroke. Here's our 100 splits. Again, lanes 3, 4, and 5 are the boys that were from event 16. And lane 7 towards the bottom of your screen is Sloan Frame from event 15. And the names you see at top right of your screen are the entries for event 17, 50-yard breaststroke. We have 3 heats for the girls there. All right, here's our swimmers at 150. Down and back to go. That's our lead swimmer turning up there in lane 3, followed by Sloan in 7, and then Bronston in 4. All right, so top right of your screen, lane 3 coming into the wall. This is Davis finishing 2:48. Huge improvement. Davis's seed was a 3:43, so 50 some odd seconds. And Sloan improving on, she had a 2:59.2 seed, so almost a second drop there for Sloan in 7. So the reason being, one is obviously the primary reason is so swimmers aren't in the pool by themselves. It's kind of daunting to race that way. But it saves time, right? So swimmers for a three-minute event, combining these saves overall run time of the meet. Oh, I didn't update it. Shucks. All right, here we go. We'll get some names for you, and we'll get logos in a second. This is heat number, 16 had multiples? Oh, that's where, okay. So, yeah, this is heat 2. So 16, it's really interesting. There was 2 heats there. So that's what's in the pool now. I wasn't even looking forward. I was just worrying about that first heat combining the entries. So here we are at heat 2. And the names you see on the top right of your screen are the girls for event 17, which is up next, which is a 50 breaststroke. We have 3 heats there. Again, this is heat 2 of 2. Heat 1 for the boys was combined with 1 swimmer from event 15. So the other logistical aspect is you'll see that, we have an 8-lane pool. There's 2 empty lanes here. So they could have pulled down 2 swimmers from the previous heat, but then that would have left 1 boy. Now, having the 1 leftover girl, they could have combined that. But typically they don't run less than 3 swimmers for a particular heat. And here's our lead swimmer, lane 4, turning at the left side, the far end. Derek Knoll first to turn there. Splitting a 43. So this session, based on the software, was projected to run till about 3:50, 3:55. We're slightly ahead of schedule. It is 2:41 real time here from New Brunswick, New Jersey. Beautiful campus of Rutgers University. 241.20 for Derek Knoll there, first to the wall. All right, all the swimmers are in. Here we are, event 17, heat 1. 3 girls about to go. Names for heat 2, top right. Underway. 50 breast, down and back. All right, that's going to conclude heat 1. We have 3 heats. Here's our names and lanes for heat 2. And so if you have not watched one of my streams before, one of the things I like to do is just point out some of the nuances with the swim meet. So what you'll notice up on the top left of the scoreboard, that's just a video camera pointing at the scoreboard. I'm not tapped into the system. But you'll see that some of the fields on that scoreboard, when the race is what's known as reset, which is basically means ready for running the next one, they will turn green. So if you watch after watch your swimmer finish and look up at that scoreboard on the top left of your screen, kind of on the top left, you'll see the event and the heat numbers. I believe that's what's changing green. Yep, it's the actual event description. So the girls, where it says girls 9, 12, 50 breast. So that goes green, and the reason being is so that the starter down on the floor knows that the timing system, the timing operator, is ready to go. So it's just a small nuance of how some of the logistics work here, because they don't have headsets typically to talk between the starters out on the deck and the actual operators. There is a little advantage here because the operators are on the deck. You see them on the top right of your screen behind on that black podium. Whereas sometimes, like Madison and Summit, a lot of times that timing system is buried in the office and it's hard to communicate with them. So first to the wall. Madison on lane 4th. All right, that was heat 3. Here we go, event 18, heat 1. Entries for Heat 2, top right of your screen. 2 heats here for event 18. Again, this session is going up to event 30. Have approximately 1 hour more of events in this session. Lane 1, lane 4, maybe hard to see him up top of the pool. 48.94 for Jax. This is Jax came in on a 130, so I don't believe he has swam this in a while. All right, here we go, Heat 2. Awesome time there, 48.94 for Jax Allingham. Final heat here, Heat 2. Up next, 100-yard butterfly. Those names are on the top right of your screen. I don't know what the delay is, but here we go. There's a lot of movement there. Somebody wasn't getting fully set, so the officials had them stand, take a break. Here we go. And we're underway. Final heat. Names for the next race. 50-yard breaststroke, top right of your screen. I'm sorry. This is a 50 breast. 100-yard butterfly up next. Event 19 up next. Nice improvement there. A 33.90 Sohan in lane 4. Came in on a 35.67. That's an awesome time there. All right, event 19 up next, 100-yard butterfly, 2 heats for the girls. Here's your entries for Heat 1. Names for Heat 2, top right of your screen. All right, 100-yard butterfly underway, Heat 1 of 2. Then we'll have the boys' side, which has 2 heats. And then we'll move into event 21, which is 200-yard freestyle. And looking way past that, we'll go into a 50-yard back. Again, those should be detailed at the bottom of the screen, scrolling across. Hopefully that information is accurate. And I'd like to highlight bottom right of your screen, Fluid Mechanics. They're a local swim instruction stroke technique coaching company. They're local here to the North and Central Jersey and Eastern Pennsylvania area. I'm going to run a video towards the end of the meet before I go off the air highlighting some of their accomplishments. They've done some incredible work with some local swimmers who have gone on to top D1 programs. So I'd like to give a quick shout out and a thank you. Take a look at their website. You see it down there, fluidmechanics.net/get-started. They're offering a special promotion to kind of get introduced to their offering and get more information, or you can email them, swim@fluidmechanics.net. So please take a look at their website. If you are interested, follow up. If you're not, just if you could shoot them an email and say, hey, thanks, the meet ran well and I enjoyed the live stream. So they are providing financial sponsorship this weekend and allowing this to occur. So I'd like to personally thank them, but also it means more to them if it comes from a parent, grandparent, aunt, or uncle, somebody that's watching that might not be able to get here. Or potentially you were choosing football over swimming, but I won't tell. Underway, heat number 2. Top right of your screen are the entries for the boys' side of this. We have 2 heats there too. This is event 19, heat 2. Everybody turning at the 50. There's our lead swimmer, lane 4, turning at 75. And Sammy in lane 5. I'm sorry, that's lane 4, first to the wall. Sorry, I misspoke. I can't count. That's Amelia Maria. And here's Sammy in lane 5 coming in second. Pardon, sorry about that. All right, up next, here it is, event 20, heat 1 of 2. Names for heat 2 are on the top right of your screen now. All right, heat 1 of 2 in the water. Names for heat 2, top of right. Then up after this will be event 21, 200-yard freestyle. 1 heat for the girls. So the way the seeding works, too, is the lower seed times for the particular heat are put to the middle of the pool. So in an 8-lane pool, that'll be your lanes 4 and 5. 6-lane pool, it'll be lanes 3 and 4. So that's why you'll typically see the first swimmers finishing are the center of the pool, and that's just based on the way the software works, such that those swimmers kind of have, the advantage of being able to see kind of left and right of them part of the pool without, having to, in a sense, glance all the way the whole width of the pool. Okay, here's our lead swimmer at 75. That's Austin Zhao coming in first to the wall. Followed by Dylan in lane 5. And Peter Liu on a 137, improving about 9 and change on his seed time of a 147.5. So So over 10 seconds. Good job, Peter, down there in lane 6. Good job up there in lane 2. Noah finishing up. Here we go, heat 2 swimmers. And this is the final heat for the boys. Then we'll move on to the girls 200 freestyle. You see those names top right of your screen. Lane 4 followed by lane 8 to the turn at 50. Keep an eye on lane 8 down there. A little outside smoke, as they say. And he gets a low time there, 1:11.6. Atharva came in on a 126 seed. Nice job there. Also improvement lane 4 there. Jonathan came in on 113.7. Swam a 112.6. All right, here we go. Next one. The ladies up. 200 free. One heat for the ladies. 2 heats for the men, boys. Heat 1 names for the boys, top right. That's lane 4 leading out Lily Bobra, pardon me. Now here's Lily's turn at 100, 101.10. All right, here's Lily leading us out. The rightmost of those swimmers. Here's her turn at 150. Lily splitting 32.7 there, 133 cumulative. She came in on a 206. I don't have, Silver Nats times in front of me. I'll get back to the rest of the field, but here's Lily coming in under the flags, 201, 202. Looks like she'll be right about that, 206, 205.69, dropping time. Nice job, Lily. So if anybody could look, 205.69 for a 12-year-old, it's very impressive. And we have a few swimmers still in the pool. 205, 69. Uh, 12. All right, here we go. First heat, event 22. Names for heat 2, top right. All right, we're underway here. All right, here's the 50 turn. All right, so just real quick, 11, 12-year-old girls last year, 200 free state was 218. So Lily just swam 205, I believe. So awesome time. Yeah, so 205 is a state cut for 13, 14-year-old girls last year. Now those times do change year to year, so really impressive. All right, here we are, event 22, heat 1 of 2. Names you see on the top right are the entries for heat 2. All right, here we have a finish. Miles in lane 4, 248. Came in on a 258. Nice 10-second drop there, Miles, in the 200 free. All right, so I shortened that menu up on the bottom of the screen, that little, where'd it go? Kind of messed up. All right, here's our entries up next. All right, underway here, heat 2. All right, so that white text you see scrolling on the bottom left, I tried to delete the events that have passed, that have been completed. For some reason that didn't work. A lot of gremlins running around here at Rutgers. Had camera issues earlier. I think we have that fully resolved, and that gives us this view here so the flags don't come into play. So you see down the bottom, we're at 22, so then we have 50 back for the girls and the boys. And then 100 breaststroke. So moving right along, about 40, 45 minutes left to swim here of events. Lane 4, first turn at the 100. 106.6 for Marco Gonzalez. There's Marco turning down at the bulkhead, the far end on his working his way left to right now. Again, this is heat 2, the final heat here in the pool. Need to update the names for you on the top right. I'll get that. We now have the names up on the top right for the girls up next, which will be a 50 backstroke. 4 heats there. That's heat 1 of 4. Here comes Marco into the wall here. Nice improvement, Marco. Came in on a 225 low, 225.3. So 7 and change. Here we go, 50 back for the girls. 4 heats, names for heat 1. Being displayed on the lane overlays. Heat 2 names, top right. All right, this is a 50 down and back for the ladies. Looks like lane 3, Juliana first to the wall there, 47.7. Juliana came in on a 53.9. Nice improvement. And Olivia there in lane 4, you saw the dashes. So again, that represents the backup timer being hit. And what they do, they'll look at that, the backup time, and then the time also from the stopwatches, and then give her an appropriate time based on the finish. Here we go, heat 2. Names for heat 3 are in top right. All right, here we come in for the finish. Looking like lane 3. No, sorry. Adela, lane 6, out-touched her. 44.09 to a 44.17, pardon me. Heat 3 names there. Top right names for Heat 4. This is Heat 3 about to go. 4 total heats. Oh, I shucks. Hold on, those names aren't right. Now they're right. Chandley? No, sorry, those names are... Sorry. I didn't have the right names. I did an update twice. Sorry about that, ladies. Now the names on the top right are the entries for Heat 4. Heat 3 in the water. Refer to the scoreboard top left. Aubrey there, lane 5, low time 39.56. All right, final heat for the girls. Names for the boys, where there's 5 heats. Updated on the top right. Lane 4, low time. Yuli there, 34.27. Okay, here's our boys' entries. Heat 1 of 5. Names for Heat 2, top right. Okay, Heat 1 underway. Here's our 3 swimmers coming down turn to 25. Here we go. Heat 2, names for 3, updated top right. All right, up next, Heat 3. All right, here we are, Heat 3. 3 of 5. Names for 4 already updated on the top right of your screen. Low time, lane 4, 42.58 for Owen Moy. Nice two and change, came in on a 44.70. Nice swim, Owen. Here we go, Heat 4. Names for 5, updated, top right. All right, Heat 4 in the water, Heat 5 on deck. That'll be the final heat, and then we'll move to event 25, 100-yard backstroke. Looks like lane 6, first to the wall, low time here. Yeah, so I think he was in before lane 5, just missed on the touch. Okay, final heat. Names you see top right are for the girls. What are that? 100-yard breaststroke up next. Final heat here for the boys, 50 back. Lane 4, first to turn. And first to the wall at the finish there, Adrian Chen, 32.73. All right, here's our ladies' first of their heats for 100-yard breaststroke. 3 heats total. Left side, you see the workers there putting out the counting blocks and the pads for people to kneel on. So we do have a distance session coming up. So those are the flip boards for the counters for the distance races. Then they put the kick pads out to kneel on. And we'll get a look at those again down on the left-hand side. You see the number 1's place there and the yellow kick boards. Oh, sorry, forgot to jump to the end camera. I was sneaking a peek or looking ahead at those distance. So it's going to be a separate stream. If you are joining this stream looking for the distance races, that'll be a separate stream coming up. We're kind of near the, I don't know, what do we have, a half hour left about of races here. That was Heat 1 of Event 25. We're going to Event 30. Names for Heat 2 are on the top right of your screen. And here we go there. Heat 2. And the names for 3 are on the top right of your screen. So all the results will be up on the website for BSmart Incorporated. So it's BESMARTTINC.com, or you can just Google BSmart Swimming and you'll be able to find their website with the results. They tend to get it updated pretty quick. Obviously there's little time after the races are completed. The times are entered into the system. Any DQs or infractions need to be taken care of, and then they verify everything and put them up. So they do have placeholders up there. I just looked, there's no results yet, and they don't have the heat sheets for the distance yet. The other thing you can see up there, if you're interested, the Union County Championships occurred, I guess, last week. They have those results. Morris County Championships were raced last weekend too, and I think the Sussex Middlesex was yesterday. I know on the girls' side, Ridge won. They kind of dethroned Mount St. Mary's, who had like a 3-year winning record there. Ridge has some impressive swimmers going to large D1 programs like Stanford. So very exciting to watch. That was live streamed on a channel called Garden State Sports. If you're interested in watching that, you can find, I know that one was done. That was like Ridge, Mount, Bridgewater, Raritan, and so on. Some impressive swimmers in there. So here we go, Heat 3. See those names on the overlay? And they're off. Top right of your screen are the boys' entries for their first heat. In the pool, event 25. Heat 3. Carissa Kong there in lane 4. Looks to be first to turn at 50. 39.4. Followed closely by Kate Keeler there in lane 5. Oh, here they are. Let's give you a quick zoom. There's our 2 lead swimmers turning even here. Looks like Kate's an out splitter on the second 50 here. She does 44.86 to a 46 on the splits. So 124.9 for Kate Keeler there. Dropping on her 125.2 seed. Okay, here are the boys. Heat 1 of 4. Names for Heat 2, top right. All right, 3 boys in the pool here, Heat 1. Names for Heat 2, top right. So I mentioned the next session. Session 2 is the distance. Sorry if I'm yelling. So we're going to have 400 IMs, 500 frees. I'm not sure about number of entries with scratches and so on. It is a relatively short session. And then we'll move into what's known as Session 3 for the 13 and overs. That'll start with event number 35. I think this distance is all of maybe a half hour. So, again, if you're joining this stream for the distance or the 13 and overs, it will be a separate stream. So you should have the link. If not, if you just go to YouTube, search Common Guy Sports, 3 words. That's the name of the channel. And then you'll see an entry there for the distance and then ultimately the 13 and overs. If you are dropping off, thanks for joining. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. This is Mike, Common Guy Sports, live from Rutgers. Tight race here. Jack in lane 4, low time there. Okay, here's our entries next heat. And top right, Heat 3 swimmers. All right, here are the boys at the 50 turn. Halfway done. Looks like end of first quarter, 7-7 Kansas City and Baltimore in the AFC Championship game today. Lane 4 looks like first to the wall in 144.5. That's Veer there, dropping 2.2 off his 146.7 seed time. Okay, that was Heat 2. There's our names for Heat 3, about to go. And top right, names for Heat 4. All right, here's the boys turning at 50. So if anybody's not familiar, this is an invitational meet, so it's not really a head-to-head or, team scoring. It's all about the swimmers improving on their times, qualifying for additional meets and or kind of championship level meets, and then gauging their time. So I tried to point out when there is significant improvement. If I overlook somebody, I apologize. Derek Knoll, first to the wall, 130, 189. Derek came in on a 133.59. Here we go, final heat, Heat 4. Names you see top right are the girls for the IM, which will be up next. 200 IM. Oh, look at that. I didn't even look that far ahead. So this is event 26. Based on what I have, we don't have 27 and 28. We jumped to event 29 and 30. So we're kind of right at the edge of wrapping up. So this is heat 4 of event 26. And I show next race will be event 29, 200-yard IM for the 9 to 12 girls, one heat there, and that'll be followed by one heat of the boys. Snuck up on me a little quicker than I was expecting. Looking at the numbers, I didn't know we didn't have 27 and 28. All right, so here we are. Low time there, 122.8. Arthrop, lane 5. All right, here's our entries. I didn't do that. That's funny. Now the camera's gonna get really flaky. All right, here we go. Girls on the. That's crazy that happened now. Almost made it the whole day with that camera. Now just got a lot of interference. Hopefully it cleans up. So we're underway here. Event 29, heat 1 of 1, 200-yard IM. So 50 yards of each stroke. Here's the girls coming back on their butterfly. The camera's still blurry at the start end. So 32, Lily Bora there in, where's Lily? Lane 4, low split. Okay, here's Lily in lane 4. Sorry, I don't have a great start end. So she's turning halfway done there into the breaststroke. Cumulative 110.3. All right, we'll zoom in here on Lily. There she's turning for home, 25 to go. And here she is under the flags. Got that camera back. And she's in on a 2:26.07. All right, just off her seed time. Great time. Second place there, Amelia Marie, 2:35. She drops a second off her 2:36.7, 1.3. And Sophie in lane 3 coming under the flags, finishing up. All right, Nora up in lane 2, just turning there, 25 on her way home. And Ruth down here in lane 6. She'll hit the wall, turn, and have 25 back home. I'm sorry, Rui, not Ruth, pardon me. Whistle's a little early from the official. Swimmer still out in 6. Oh, I didn't update the names for the boys. I got distracted there with the camera. All right, names on the top right are the boys about to race for the final event, event 30. Nice job, ladies. That's a tough one, end of day. 200-yard IM. But Lily there, her 224, you know, you go to a high school meet, they swim that 200-yard IM, and you'll be impressed with, 210s. That'd be, like, really impressive. So Lily swimming 226 is awesome for a 12-year-old. So great job. I saw a high school swimmer, went on to swim D1. She swam, 208, 209. So impressive times. All right, here's the boys making the turn, coming under the flags at the 50 split. They'll transition from butterfly to back. So this will be our final race. Glad you can join us. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. This is Mike, Common Guy Sports. So again, we're back for later. We have the distance, and then we have the older kids. And hopefully I'll be covering additional Madison area meets. If you are a parent from a different team and interested in getting meet coverage, feel free to reach out. Email is commonguysportsnj@gmail.com. We are getting into kind of some of the championship meets. Some high school meets. We'll be getting into states and so on. So it's an exciting time for swimming. All right, here we go. Nice chevron effect here. Lane 4 followed by 3 and 5. And then 6 and 2. Again, that's the effect when, the faster seed times or lower seed times are put towards the middle of the pool, and you kind of get this chevron or arrow effect. Justin first to finish, 2013. It's first to turn, sorry. He's got 50 free still to go. There they are. They're at the far end, already turned on their way home. Lane 4, Justin Zhao leading out, followed by 5 and 3. Here's Justin coming into the wall, middle of your picture. 237.7. James Robertson under his seed time there in lane 3. Alejandro down in lane 6 came in on a 253.3, dropped 3 seconds. All right, so are we jumping right into this? Oh, shucks, I got to stop and start. So, all right, I'm going to wrap up. We'll be back with a new race. See you soon. Bye.